What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's Fish Tanks bringing it to you with a what the heck were they thinking Wednesday. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well, and if you're watching this and it's not Wednesday, sorry, you should watch me because I'm doing videos every freaking day for you. So today on the what the heck were they thinking Wednesday, I want to talk about 5 events that I have heard of, and these are good ones, of people doing crazy stuff with their aquariums. And me wondering, what the heck were they thinking? All right, first of all, the What the Heck Were They Thinking Wednesday is inspired by stories from people that I know. Today's video includes stories from my man Brian at Just Fish back in the day. We've also got Mike Sensky from the Aquarium Design Group, who does aquarium maintenance and does amazing aquascapes all over the Houston area. We've also got some people from Instagram. If you're not following them on Instagram, you should do so, because my man number 4 in this actually won 5 free Anubias because of his stupidity and a story he told me while I was live on Instagram. So go check that out. It's easy for me to do videos and go live there. It's just a lot of fun. So check that out. Here come the top 5 what the heck were they thinking with their fish tanks. My number 5 in the what the heck were they thinking with their aquarium video is this. And I've told this story before, and I can assure you that 2 and 1 are actually better than this story, but this one's a darn good one. I was working at RMS Aquaculture up on Ingle Road in Cleveland. Go there, say hi to Mike for me. Tell him I told this story. Someone was there. I was not there the day this happened, but the person told me that was working there that this actually happened, and it goes like this. An individual walked into the store. He dropped $1,200, over $1,000 on a fish. He brought this fish in the next day. The next day, the fish is dead. The lady who was, I don't want to say interrogating, but asking this individual questions on why his $1,200 fish was dead, she goes, "Sir, what was your salinity?" He goes, "What's salinity?" This 5 free Anubias winning story comes from the great-haired Tim Justice when he says, quote, "I was blow drying my hair and got distracted by my dog. I put the blow dryer on the fish tank with the lid open. Needless to say, I had to get a new blow dryer and I made a bunch of fish sticks. Congratulations. I'm glad your beautiful hair got in the way of your fish tank hobby and you killed a bunch of fish. You win 5 free Anubias, Tim."
I was trying so hard not to laugh. No. Oh yeah, it is up. It is up.
My number 3, what the heck were you thinking with your fish tank, comes from my man Brian, who used to do maintenance on a tank in a bar here in Lexington that will remain nameless. Apparently there was an individual that was overly intoxicated, being too indulged in the spirits. He got kicked out of the bar. Bar had a 320-gallon cichlid tank. I've seen this tank with my own 2 eyes, and while it's scratched, it's still a 320-gallon aquarium. Guy comes back about an hour later, takes a cup of gasoline and pours it into the tank. What the heck were you thinking, you drunk bastard? Get ready for number 2 and number 1. My number 2 and what the heck were you thinking with your aquarium story comes from my man Mike Sensky at the Aquarium Design Group out of Houston. Dude's a world-renowned aquascaper, and he's actually judging a contest up in Wisconsin here in a little bit. This story was actually told by him live on Instagram last night, and I'm sharing it with you all on my lovely YouTube channel today. And it goes like this. In the words of Chris Rock, "Don't cheat, because you're gonna get caught." And apparently he does maintenance for a guy with a 500-gallon reef. This guy apparently couldn't keep it in his pants, and he cheated on his girlfriend. His girlfriend proceeded to take a sledgehammer to his 500-gallon reef. Can you imagine being on the other end of the phone when a dude calls you and tells you that his girl that he cheated on busted the front of his 500-gallon reef? Probably deserved it. Still, it's pretty crazy, huh? And this last story, my number 1, what the heck were you thinking with your fish tank, comes from my man Mike at the Aquarium Design Group down in Houston. Yeah, if you do tank maintenance, you've probably seen some things. And this is for all you parents out there. Now look, I got daughters and I got neighbor sons around that are pretty wild. Here it is. You know you're a baller when you got a 4-foot tall by 4-foot wide by 15-foot long reef in your grotto outside or whatever. It's a sick tank down in Houston. I've never seen it with my own eyes, but obviously it's pretty fat. 15-foot long reef. And your kid decides to have a birthday party, and kids get together and they act crazy. And what do? They're running around out in the sun and they cover themselves up with sunblock like all the moms want them to do. And then what happens? The children decide to they got into the reef. Can you imagine what the harmful effects of sunblock and kids kicking corals are on a 15-foot by 4-foot by 4-foot aquarium? That's insane. So do me a favor, folks, drop me a comment on what's your most, oh my God, what the F were they thinking with their aquarium story? Go follow me on Instagram and have a great week. Tank on. Talk to you tomorrow. Later.
I was trying so hard not to laugh. No. Oh yeah, it is up. It is up.